One of the most beautiful places in South Dakota is Custer State Park. It's located in the Black Hills and it's 71,000 acres. It's a popular destination for families and people who just love the outdoors. This park has the most beautiful lakes, stunning scenic drives, plenty of trails, and ample wildlife viewing. You could easily spend a few days here taking in all the scenery, hiking the trails, splashing around in the lakes, and everything else that this beautiful park has to offer. So let's take a closer look at Custer State Park in South Dakota. It costs $10 per car to get in, and that gives you a pass for 3 days. Now, this is the visitor center. You can stop in here first and grab a map, and sometimes they have some really cool stuff going on. I remember we went to Christmas one time and they had a Christmas tree judging contest, and they had a scavenger hunt for the kids and ornament making. It was a lot of fun stuff. But you'll go there, get your information, and then you can head on over to one of the scenic drives. So we like both of the drives, but we'll start with the wildlife loop. The wildlife loop is 18 miles long and features lots of different types of animals. The main ones you will see are bison, burros, and prairie dogs. Those are the main ones we've seen, and we've been 3 times. The bison here are free-roaming bison, American bison, and there's about 1,400 of them, which is the world's largest publicly owned bison herd. I lied before. We actually have been 4 times. This time when we went was probably the closest and the most bison we've seen, and this was in June. We've also been twice in September and once in December. So December there was nothing. These creatures are magnificent up close, so if you're able to get there and see them just for that, do it. The next thing we will see are the burros or the donkeys, and they're always fun. They're pretty gentle, they're pretty laid back, and sometimes people will have food and bring it to them. I don't know if you're necessarily supposed to or not, but someone had carrots and was giving my kids carrots to feed the donkeys. Just also be careful because there are other cars and the kids were running around, and the cars are pretty good about looking out for people, so we didn't really have much of a problem, but just in case there are other people there and you got to watch the road. I think the donkeys are probably my favorite because you can get up close to them and you can pet them, and they're just cute, you know. There's plenty of other wildlife you might see when you're here, such as prairie dogs, white-tailed deer, mule deer, mountain goats, coyote, elk, bighorn sheep, etc. We have not seen all of those while we were here. We have seen turkeys before. When we were here in summer, actually I think it was September one time, it was so hot outside that the donkeys were over under the shade of the trees, so we had to walk over and see them there. The prairie dogs are a little bit harder to get pictures of. They come and go, but they're there. Make sure you come in spring or fall to see the best wildlife. So Custer State Park also has 6 lakes, this being Silven Lake, which I think is the prettiest of the ones I've seen. We've actually only been to 2 of them. Silven Lake has these formations around it. It's just really unique. And there's a swimming beach. You can go out and do kayaking. There's also a hike that goes around the lake, which we've done. It was a little too cold when we were there to actually get into the lake. So we didn't get to do that, but next time we're going to try to. If you go in the summer, make sure you get there early to find a parking spot, because when we went and it was super crowded, this was early in the morning, that's why there's no one quite there yet, and it was chilly. When we went on a nice warm day, there was no parking, and so we were going to try to swim that day, but we ended up at another lake, not at Silven Lake. This is the hike around Silven Lake. So we ended up at Center Lake, This is Center Lake, and that's where we swam at. It's pretty, but it's just not as pretty as Silven Lake. We took our picnic and had a great time. Needles Highway is the other scenic drive in Custer State Park. It's about 14 miles long, and it's known for its granite spires and unique formations. We drove through the whole thing, and it has some unique, also little rock tunnels and kind of scary places that you have to drive through, because there's one area where you have to wait on the other cars to come through. You can't two can't go at the same time, so you have to wait on the cars on the other side, and when it's summer and it's busy, there's a lot of people. The scenery is breathtaking, and there's places where you can pull over and get out and get some pictures, and there's also hikes along the way and places for the kids to climb on rocks that are safer than it looks. And we would have stayed longer this day, but there was actually a storm coming in, so we got in the car and headed back down. Definitely Custer State Park is for those that like the outdoors and like the adventure. There's so much here to see and to do, and it can be overwhelming, the amount of stuff there is to see and do. So definitely take a few days, if you're able to explore this amazing park. If you like these videos and you find them informative and you find them helpful, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel, as we have tons more.